Hey guys, welcome to ANS Solver. Today we'll be doing the concept of the conditions and formula, of the Poisson distribution. Correct? So basically, let's start with the conditions. Okay? Because that's really simple. It's basic theory. Okay, when can we use something like the Poisson distribution? Okay? So the first condition is that the events, this is everything related to the events are independent. Correct? That's the first condition. The second condition is that the events are random. Correct? The third condition is that the events occur singly. Correct? And the fourth condition is that there should be a constant mean. Okay? There should be a constant mean. This is really important. Okay, so this was basically for the theory. Okay, but very important to remember. Okay, now I have the formula with me. Correct? What is the Poisson distribution formula? It might look a little difficult, but it's really simple. It's just basic substitution. Okay, so we'll discuss the formula, then we'll do some examples. Okay, so that we are sure. So the formula is basically e raised to minus lambda, correct, multiplied by lambda raised to x divided by x factorial. Okay, this is basically the formula. Okay, now you need to know a question is always given as x distributed as the Poisson, and in the bracket you have the lambda value given to you. Okay, and you'll basically get your x value as if the question asks calculate the probability of x, which is equal to x. Correct? So the small x value, which you will get is basically your x, which you basically need to substitute. Okay, if you are confused, we'll do an example right now. Let's say I get that x is distributed as Poisson with a lambda of 4.3. Correct? This is my question. And let's say now I need to calculate the probability of x, which is equal to 6. Correct? How do I calculate something like this? So basically, you know that your x value here is 6, your lambda is 4.3. So write your lambda as 4.3, your x as 6. So now I have e raised to minus lambda multiplied by lambda raised to x divided by I have the x factorial. So now what I can simply do is I can write this as e raised to minus 4.3, correct, multiplied by 4.3 raised to 6 over I have 6 factorial. Correct? I can write this on the calci. Just in case you don't know, how do we write something like e raised to minus 4.3? Okay, what you basically do is you can write on the calci, you can click on shift. Correct? When you click on shift, you can click on ln. Okay, the ln button. I'll just write this properly so that you're sure. Okay, when you click on shift ln, you will get something like e raised to and a box here. And in the box, you can simply put minus 4.3. Correct? So now, when I simply solve this on the calci, I get my answer basically as 0.119, which is the final answer. Correct? And as it's a probability, the probability is always between 0 to 1. Correct? So this is basically how they ask questions. So using the same value, the same lambda value, let's calculate another question. Let's say if my p, I need to calculate the probability that my x is equal to 2. How do I do something like this? I know that my lambda is equal to 4.3. My x equals to 2. So I can write this as e raised to minus 4.3 multiplied by correct? 4.3 raised to 2 over 2 factorial, correct? Basically using this formula right here. So now I can remove my calci and simply calculate this. I do e raised to minus 4.3, correct? Multiplied by 4.3 raised to 2 over 2 factorial, which basically gives me 0.125, correct? This is what I basically have. Okay, so this was basically the basic usage of the formulas. Okay, but there are more varieties of questions which they ask. Okay, like they ask signs with more than and equal to, which we'll do in the next video. So please view the next video. Thank you very much for watching.